17. We drove back to Annie's place, where we took Bruno for a walk. When we were done, Annie said, "I'll be right back," and went inside the apartment with Bruno. I waited outside for a couple of minutes until Annie returned holding 2 bags. She handed one to me and said, "Here you go." "What's this?" "It's your range bag. You keep it at my place." I unzipped it and saw a pair of safety goggles, earmuffs, bullets, and a couple of other items I didn't recognize. "Did we go shooting together a lot?" I asked. "Our schedules didn't always mesh, but we would hit the range 2 or 3 times a month," she said. I moved my gun to my range bag and put both bags in the back seat. Once on the road, I said, "You told me I left the army to be with you. What do I do for a living now?" "You work for a private security company," she said. "Not too long ago, they got a contract to work for Parker Biosystems, protecting their main research lab. They were developing something that needed protecting, as you are aware." "So I didn't work directly for Parker?" I asked. "Hell no," she said. "You thought Parker was a jackass." "Interesting," I said. The shooting range was about 10 minutes from Annie's apartment. We pulled into the parking lot while I was still thinking about what Annie told me. We went inside, checked in, and bought a couple of dozen targets. Before going inside, we put on our safety glasses and earmuffs. This section of the range had 6 stations. A man stood at the far station loading his weapon while talking to a woman beside him. They were probably a couple. Annie put her bag on the bench at the second station and directed me to the first. She pulled out my gun, unloaded it, and put it on the bench. "There are some rules you need to know," she shouted so I could hear with the earmuffs on. "First, treat every gun as if it is loaded. Second, always point your weapon downrange. Third, never set a loaded gun on the counter. Always remove the cartridge and clear the chamber as I showed you. Fourth, never put your finger on the trigger until you are ready to fire. Fifth, listen for any ceasefire order and obey. Sixth, always be aware of your surroundings. That means knowing where people are around you. Do you understand all of that?" "Yes," I said. "Good," she said. She picked up the magazine and removed the bullets. "Now, to load the magazine, you want to hold it with your left hand with your thumb on top like this, then push the bullets down and in." She put all the bullets back in, took them out again, and handed me the magazine. "Here, try it. The first one is easy, but the rest takes some getting used to." I put the magazine in my left hand like she showed me and put the bullets in until it was fully loaded. "There," I said. "That wasn't so hard." "Very good," she said. "You have a speed loader in your bag, but there is no need to show you that right now. You obviously don't need it. Now, pick up the gun, but don't load it yet. Show me how you would hold it to fire." I picked up the gun. It felt good in my hands. I found a comfortable position and aimed. There was no target yet, so I just imagined Gabby standing there, pointing a gun at me. Annie checked me over and said, "You are a natural at this." Next, she attached one of the targets. This one had the form of a human torso. She sent it back about 10 yards and said, "Let's see what you got." I picked up the gun, put the magazine in, set up my shot, and fired 5 rounds. I then removed the magazine and the bullet in the chamber and set the gun on the counter. I looked at Annie and said, "What do you think?" She pulled the target in and removed it. 2 of the shots hit the center oval, 2 were inside the next oval, and 1 shot was inside the third oval. "This is good," she said. "I told you it was muscle memory, but you are capable of even better. I've seen it, so let's keep going until you can get 7 out of 10 inside the bullseye." Annie took out her weapon and practiced alongside me. We each shot 10 times before replacing the target. It felt like a contest, although neither of us said anything about it. Annie came close to reaching the 7 shots a couple of times. After about the 10th attempt, I pulled in a target that had 7 bullseyes and 1 that was on the line. "It is time for us to leave, Grasshopper," Annie said. I caught the Kung Fu reference, bowed, and said, "Thank you, Master Annie." We packed our stuff, cleaned up what we could, and headed out. As we were driving out of the parking lot, my burner phone started ringing. Annie looked at me, and I looked at the phone. It was a 727 number. "It must be Alex," I said. I hit the answer button and put it on speaker. "Hello, Alex. They took her," he said. "They took Lisa." This audiobook continues on the next video. For more information on this book and others by this author, please visit charleshuss.com.